Thanks, John. Now the Hawkeyes had 4 players competing in the Super Bowl last night, but it was a duo of Anthony Hitchens and Ben Neiman that helped the Chiefs come out on top with a score of 31-20.
But Kim, that Super Bowl didn't look nearly as fun as the wrestling version of the Super Bowl that happened last Friday. Carver Hawkeye Arena was as loud as it's ever been, but the top-ranked Hawkeyes took on number 2 Penn State, and it was just electric.
It seems like we say this every meet, but Iowa started hot with another Spencer Lee tech fall to put Iowa up 5-0.
After the break, Alex Marinelli was handed his first ever loss in Carver to top-ranked Vincenzo Joseph thanks to this near fall. Joseph avenged his loss to Marinelli in the Big Ten Championships last season.
That loss set up the best of the night. Iowa's 174-pounder Michael Kemmer took down top-ranked Mark Hall, blowing off the roof of Carver Hawkeye Arena and putting Iowa back into the duel.
But of course, when the top 2 teams square off, it comes down to the wire. Iowa heavyweight Tony Cassiope sealed the deal with a huge win over Seth Nevels, giving Iowa a huge 19-17 win.
That's a dual meet. That's a heavyweight boxing match, fist fight, and not a fist fight because you get in trouble for saying that, but it's a fist fight back and forth. 16,000 people, whatever the crowd was. I don't think anybody left. Do you? I don't think anybody left.
It's just, believing in what God's given me and just letting it happen. And when I go out there and let stuff happen, then, it's been like that my whole life. Good things happen. The less I think, the more I just do it.
I just kept wrestling the position. Never stopped wrestling. I should have got the finish early in that position. Should have never let it come to that. Got to keep working there, but they're good there. You saw it in a lot of matches. They were good there. But I just kept wrestling.
Now, they say Iowa is a wrestling state, which might be true, but the Iowa basketball fans gave the wrestling fans a run for their money when they sold out Carver Hawkeye Arena in last night's action.
You're absolutely right there, Kim. I was at Carver last night, and those fans were going crazy when they were cheering off the 18th-ranked Hawkeyes as they hosted the 19th-ranked Illinois Fighting Illini. And it came down to the wire.
That it did, Tanner. It was a close one throughout, but the Hawkeyes really showed up in the second half, pulling away towards the end.
Toward the end of the basketball game, it was looking more like a boxing match with all the aggression. But both coaches still have much respect for each other and their teams.
That's a really good basketball team. Fran's done an unbelievable job of resurrecting this team. He's not getting enough credit nationally, with all the guys leaving. This is a better basketball team than they were a year ago. They're tougher.
They played differently defensively last year. That was something that he was kind of committed to and tried. And, I think anytime a coach makes changes that have been as effective as this one, I think you have to credit that guy.
We've been pretty lucky recently as all 3 of the big winter sports have been dominating the competition up and down. And after the 2 big wins for wrestling and men's basketball, it was the women's basketball team's turn when they traveled to Michigan last night.
And unfortunately, our streak of luck has ran out. The women's team fell just short as they dropped just their 4th game of the season. They had some good efforts from Kathleen Doyle, who had 14 points, and Alexis Civilian, who finished with 15.
The Wolverines got the best of the Hawkeyes with a final score of 78-63. The Hawks will be back in action on Thursday when the Nebraska Cornhuskers come to Iowa City.
Now that's all we have for you in the sports studio.
And we know the Super Bowl was last night, but be sure to have a Super Monday and an even super week. John, back to you.